Hey, I just want to let you know as a footnote, about an hour and a half now it's been running. Color is slightly lighter than iced tea. It's not really dark. Still got some, still fairly clear. We're still running 15 amps, so I haven't bumped the amps up any. Gas production has stayed the same. We just took a temperature in the mix tank. Temperature right now is 115 degrees, and that's after an hour and a half of just about. Everything's still running good. Volts are still the same. Still touch the tank with no problem. Like I said, the fluid inside is 115 degrees. Gonna run it probably for another 2 hours and then shut it down for the day. So in a couple hours we'll make another footnote to this video, and that should be done with bench testing. I'm really not going to mess around with the mixture anymore. I kind of like the way this mix is holding. It's pretty consistent. The gas production is consistent, and I see no need to screw with it anymore. I had the O2 extenders for the truck. I'm still waiting for my EFIE to come in. Once that comes in, I can pretty much finish this little operation and start road testing. And I guess that's when the fun really begins, because then I have to play around with the EFIE and the millivolt settings, and you know, put a tank full of gas in, run it, see what your mileage is, and that's probably going to be more trouble than it's worth. But who knows? I might get lucky and just nail it first time out and be happy with what I have and not screw with it. It's usually the case. Anyway, that's where we are after an hour and a half, guys. It's looking good. I'm happy with it. So we're going to let this thing run and I'll get back to you. Hey YouTube, Cantburn. Okay, unit's been up running 4 hours. We're running right at 19 amps. That's to both cells. You can still touch the unit. It's hot, but it's not enough to burn you. Gas is really cooking through it. There have been no problems whatsoever. The only thing we basically did was we bumped up the potassium hydroxide in the mix. We threw in a few more flakes. I wanted to see if I could bring it up to 19 or 20 amps, and we did that. Like I said, man, it's all trial and error. It's just playing with the mix a little bit. Used a meat thermometer just to let you know what the fluid temp is. There's the production. It's been going great. Super production. Really happy with the unit. Okay, mix is getting lit. That's after 4 hours. Very first time the unit has run for any extended length of time. I just use your standard meat thermometer. Now this is 4 hours. The thing's at 20 amps, 19 or 20 amps, and I'm not even to 120 degrees yet. So I think that's really good for this unit. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about, you know, fluid boiling off and it gets so hot that it's supposed to run that hot, but see, right now it's just now topping at 120 degrees. And that's pretty cool, dude. Like I said, we're gonna let these cells season, and once that's done, we'll do a complete drain, clean the cells, redo our mix just like we did before, and then fire it right back up, and we'll repeat the test tomorrow just to make sure that everything's where it's supposed to be. Now, one thing about this unit I have to tell you, you have to have, I mean, you really do need to have 12 volts to it. I had my battery charger set for a 2 amp trickle charge. And when I took a voltage reading about 2 hours into it, I had dropped to a 11.5 volts, 11.6. So what I did is I threw the charger up on 12 amps. That brought my battery voltage back up to 12.34, and the gas production took off again. So you really want to make sure that whatever charging system you have will keep your battery at 12 volts and over. Because when it drops, when you get that voltage drop off, you're going to get a production drop off. So there you go. That's where we stand after a 4-hour bench test, and we're doing good. So until the next time, I'll be back with you.